Yes, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and today will be my first ever rebuild.
Oh my God! Wow!
A lot of you guys have requested it on Twitch, you've requested it on YouTube, so finally I'll be doing my first ever rebuild. However, I'll be implementing challenges to make these rebuilds more interesting, more fun, and a little bit more challenging. But let's get straight into it and let's stop wasting time. But before we get into it, guys, do make sure to leave a like, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 25,000, and make sure you comment. Let me know what team you want to see me rebuild next, as I'll probably start doing more of these. So the challenge for today's rebuild, we will only be able to take one player from each relegated team. 3 teams get relegated in the Premier League, so we can only pick one player from every team going down to bring to our club to try and help reach our goals. It's gonna be a difficult challenge, but let's stop wasting time. Let's get straight into it right now, guys. So we'll be starting off with this rebuild series with none other than Crystal Palace. As a South Londoner, this one's close to home. Let's stop wasting time, let's get straight into it right now. Right, Crystal Palace have today confirmed the appointment of Zims Müller, the new manager. Preferred formation is a 3-4-2-1, but obviously it's like a 5 at the back, but we'll probably push that a bit forward and we'll see what's going on. We have got the updated transfers as well, which is good. Let's confirm. Let's get straight into it. And this will be the tactic we are using for today's rebuild, my 3-4-2-1 tactic that I used in my Wigan save. If you do want to get your hands on this tactic, then head over to my Patreon. Link is in the description right now. And all you got to do is go to the Wigan Twitch save along with the 3-4-2-1 tactic. You can download my save as well as downloading the tactic too. Right, the only difference I think I'll do, I might make one change and make Adam Wharton a deep line playmaker, because I do want to develop Adam Wharton. I think it would make sense, especially because he can't tackle, to make him a deep line playmaker. So let's do that. Deep line playmaker. What does he prefer? Support or defend, doesn't really matter. We'll go with the defend. In fact, we'll leave it on support. And we'll leave it like this for now. Nketiah might start, Mateta might start. It all just depends on a game-to-game scenario. I will actually go with Ismail Assar in the 10 as well. He needs to learn that position. So what I'll do here is actually go to development training and teach him to play in that central role, because we're gonna need him to be able to do that. So let's teach him that, as well as Tyreek Mitchell needs to learn to be a wing back on defend. Otherwise, they're gonna keep putting other players in there. So midfielder, defensive wing back, defensive winger. And we'll do the same with Daniel Munoz. Exact same thing, but to be fair, he can play there, but just in case of incases. All right, defensive winger on support. And I think Ben Chillers will need to learn that as well. So let's get Chilwell learning that role too. This is the team we are starting off with, and we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm obviously gonna play a few games, show you guys and update you guys through the journey, how it's going, where I'm thinking to upgrade, and hopefully looking at the Premier League table, I'm thinking where I'm gonna start pinching players from. But let's stop wasting time. Let's get into it right now, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
And guys, our fixture schedule's looking like this. Aston Villa, then Leicester, then Bournemouth again. And then, yeah, September is looking dark. So we'll get to this point and see what's going on. We're gonna play the first match, and hopefully we can get a W. I'll show you lot the lineup. This will be our starting lineup for our first game in charge with Crystal Palace. Let's go. What a perfect way to start, guys. Daniel Munoz, my right wing back, gets a goal. We are much lower in the possession stats, but that did not matter. We get a 1-0 win away from home to Unai Emery's Aston Villa side, which is a very, very big result if you see the way they're playing in real life. So we're happy with that. We'll take that. We just got to scumbag our way, make sure we don't get relegated, and make sure that hopefully we can push into a European spot, get some European football, maybe a Europa League or something, and that'll be decent. But yeah, I'll take that. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna get over to the end of the month and I'll show you guys how we've been doing. But before we get into the video, guys, YouTube have told me that 90% of you guys watch my videos and are not subscribed. Guys, please hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 25,000 and it would mean a lot. Make sure you let me know in the comments what team you wanna see rebuilt next. But let's get straight back into the rebuild. Game week 2, Leicester losing 2-0 to Crystal Palace. and we'll take that. Eze and Nketiah on the score sheet. Leicester literally done nothing the whole game. 1 shot, 0 on target. So I think they'll be getting relegated. Definitely going to be looking at some of their players and maybe someone we can pinch and bring into, you know, bolster our squad or make our team even better. Game week 3, we end up losing 4-3 to Bournemouth away from home. They've been playing well in real life, so I'm not too disappointed with the result. But in terms of our XG, it looked like we probably created the better chances, but all that didn't matter because Bournemouth ended up picking up the 3 points. But I got my own back against these Bournemouth punks. These lot thought they could take the 3 points in the Prem, keep the 3 points. I would rather progress in the Carabao Cup. I'm trying to win a trophy this season. We slapped them 3-0 at the Vitality Stadium. So let me know, what would you guys rather win? The Premier League game or the Cup game? I know I'm taking every single day of the week, so hold that. And this is how our month looks like. If we're looking at the Premier League table, we're currently sitting in 6th place. 2 wins, 1 loss, goal difference of 2. Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and Man City ahead of us. Man United down in the dumps in 16th place, bruv. I support Man United's dark, bro. Even on FM, they're not rating us. If they get relegated though, I'll be pinching a few players from there anyways. Right, and then obviously Carabao Cup. Yeah, we got Man City in the Carabao Cup, which is, yeah, never something you want to see. But listen, you never know at the end of the day. Let's see what we can do in it. Right, so this is what the fixture list looks like right now. Liverpool at home, Chelsea at the Bridge, Man City at home, Man City at the Etihad and then Tottenham Hotspur, and you know Tottenham and FM are ridiculous. Honestly, guys, I'm not expecting much, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Let's go. Yeah, guys, I think we all would have predicted September would be a dark month for us, and yeah, it's not looking great at all. 2-1 lost to Liverpool, 4-3 lost to Chelsea, drew against Man City, which is a good result, even after getting a red card. But then, yeah, bruv, Carabao Cup, we lose there. Against Tottenham, we lose as well, man. We have literally plummeted in the league. We're now sitting in 14th place. Am I confident? I'm not really too sure. Less than the relegation zone, Ipswich and Everton. Eze is our top goal scorer. It's not the best thing when your centre mid or your number 10 is your top goal scorer, because where is my striker with the goals? I feel like I'm gonna have to start playing. I mean, Eze and Nketiah got a good partnership right now. But I think I'm going to have to play Mateta up front, right? Because he's barely been getting a lot of minutes, I won't lie. He's been doing well in real life. And then in the midfield, now that Corey's injured, we've only really got Bill Hughes, really and truly. So yeah, we're going to have to bring in... I can't wait till the end of the season, because I need to sort out this midfield and this, like, number 10 spot as well, man. I feel like Sar's decent, but we need a lot better than Sar if we actually want to do something in the Premier League. But yeah, that's what's been going on right now. Our next couple games got West Ham, Everton, Fulham, Man United at Old Trafford. I mean, they're 11th. Arsenal and Southampton. So we'll probably get until about December and see what's going on, man. You know what? It hasn't been too bad, guys, man. We beat West Ham 4-0. Eze with a 2, Nketiah with 1, and Sar with 1. So our front 4 scoring goals, will take that. Then obviously went to Everton away from home. We ended up losing 2-1 over there. We beat Fulham, London rivals, 1-0. Eze with another goal again. He's just in mad form. Away to Manchester United. Man United are just so, I don't know. Anyways, 2-0, Will Hughes and Ismail Assar. Arsenal, we lost 2-1 at home. Timber and Saliba with a last-minute winner, 97th. Yeah, you do. Last-minute winners are just the worst feeling ever anyways, but we're not going to get into that. Southampton, which are actually doing quite well in the league at the moment. We beat them 1-0. And this is your update on the table. We are sitting in 10th place, bang mid-table, 6 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses, plus 5 goal difference on 19 points. We're not too far outside of the actual top 7, top 8-ish, so we will see what happens anyway, man. Southampton are on 12th. Teams in the relegation zone, Brentford, Ipswich and Leicester. Leicester, the way they're playing at the moment, 4 points. They are 110% going down. Eze finds himself as second top goal scorer in the Premier League somehow, with a very high average match rating. Dean Hendo has picked up 6 clean sheets as well. So listen, we're doing well, but in the bigger games, we're losing. Away from home, we're not doing so great. So we'll see, man. We might tweak the tactic a little bit just to help with those away games, but I'm not too sure right now. We'll just get into it. And yeah, man, realistically at this point, we're not doing no January transfers. So we're going to fly all the way through until January, where we start our FA Cup 3rd round and see who we're facing. And yeah, hopefully we can push through in the FA Cup, because like I said, I need a cup run. This February month is disgusting as well, man. We'll see, man, what happens here, guys. Honestly, I don't know, man. Right, let's go. Wolves 3-3. We end up picking up a draw. Konya picking up 2 goals. And Nketiah picking up 2 goals. Kamada and Strad Larsen. Ipswich away from home. Ben Chillers makes it 1-0. So we take that 3 points. Then we hosted Newcastle at home. We end up drawing 1-1. We did look like the better side, really and truly, but hey, it is what it is. We then hosted Nottingham Forest and got smashed by Taiwo Awoniyi, scoring 4 goals. And Nketiah picks up a brace as well, so we lost 5-3. We beat Brentford 1-0 away from home. Eze on the score sheet again. Eze's been having a spectacular season, guys. He is cooking for us right now. Then against our rivals, we limit them to only 2 shots, 1 on target, which they scored from. Ben Chilwell scores again, making it a 1-1 draw, so we'll take the 1 point and move. Somehow, we ended up losing to rock bottom in the Premier League, Leicester City. I swear, you see sometimes play Football Manager and facing the team 20th in the league, you just end up losing somehow when they don't even deserve to win. I'm not even going to get into it, but anyways, we lost 1-0. And we ended up getting Wrexham in the FA Cup 3rd round. We beat them 1-0, so we move into the next round. And here's what your Premier League table is looking like. We're sitting 8th in the Premier League at the moment on 28 points, level with Manchester United, and Amorim has been sacked, guys, at Man United. And yeah, they're level on points with us. We got a better goal difference, 28 points. We're still 7 points behind 7th place Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie, breaking into this top 7, it will be very difficult. Hopefully we can do it, but I've not really got too much faith in that. Erling Haaland dominating that. Eze with 7 assists as well as 9 goals. So 16 GNA in 20 games. He's having a great season this year. 5 man of the matches. Yeah, someone will definitely be trying to come in for him. I won't lie though, guys. We can't do this, but yeah, Liverpool have bidded for Mark Gahey. I will be rejecting that on all fronts. There's no way. Also, Real Madrid have come in for Chet Doucouré. Another player I will definitely be rejecting that bid from, because why the hell would I do that? Man's cancelling that straight away. Guys are going to have to just hold it down and complain about the match time. But honestly, I could not care less about what you want to complain about you moving to a bigger club. Listen, this is what it is, bro. But in terms of the schedule settings, we got Villa in the Premier League again. And then we've got this diabolical month. I'll be real, we're not signing anyone, so I'm just going to play through the whole season, get towards the end and let you know exactly what's going on. The teams in the relegation zone, I don't think we covered that. Brentford are still there, but Everton could drop in there, Ipswich and Leicester. But it is getting closer and closer, so I'll be honest, I am hoping that maybe an Everton go down, Brentford and a Bournemouth, because they got some good players that I could snatch up there. Even Nottingham Forest going down would be nice as well. But we'll just see what happens and go from there, guys. So yeah, 2 secs. I'm going to play through this and then let you guys know exactly what is happening at the end of the season. Let's go. End of our first season with Crystal Palace. And you can see it right here. We ended up finishing 10th in the Premier League. Minus 10 goal difference, 45 points. I can't lie. Man said 7th place hit 70 points. We are 25 points away from European football.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Right, anyways, Eze has got 11 assists, 2nd most assists in the Premier League. In terms of goals, he was our highest goal scorer. He picked up 12 as well. So very good season with him, double on both. But yeah, it weren't enough, man. In terms of the teams relegated, we have Leicester, we have Southampton, and we have Bournemouth. I'm happy about the Bournemouth one. Sorry to my Bournemouth fans, but we've got some great players that I do want to pinch and improve this team. So we'll be going through those players and the teams in a second. Anyways, in terms of competitions, we did get knocked out in the FA Cup in the 5th round by Brighton, one of our rivals. So yeah, that's never a good thing, is it really? We lost 4-2 to them. And guys, man, I won't lie, man, this month was dark. After we came off, it just got bad, man. Look at that. Liverpool lost 2-1. Chelsea lost 4-1. Draw against Spurs. Lost to Man City. Lost to West Ham. Lost to Brighton. Lost to Everton. Lost to Fulham. And who else but Manchester United to finally give us 3 points. With their new manager, they have Tommy Tuchel in charge. And yeah, and then obviously we picked up from form from there. Beat Southampton 2-0. Wolves drew against Ipswich. Lost to Newcastle, got smashed 4-0. Then we beat Forest 3-1 away from home. And then we lost 4-0 to Brentford at our own stadium. Then we drew against Brighton to end the season. So yeah, guys. So yeah, these are our 3 teams relegated. Leicester, Southampton, and Bournemouth. I'm going to go through the teams and we'll see who we should be picking up for what positions in our squad. Off the rip, from what I'm seeing on this team, I think I'm slightly thinking wing back or maybe Fatua in the number 10 role, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll go Christensen wing back, but we could get Kirkes. There's Buonanotte as well. And Bilal. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're going to do. Maybe Bilal actually to play next to Eze. In terms of the other teams, let's see quickly. Southampton, we'll look at their squad. They have Cameron Archer, Chiguara. I can't lie, Kyle Walker-Peters is another good shout because he can play both sides of the wing back. On the bench, really, Mateus Fernandez from Sporting, Bella Kocha, Taylor Harwood, Bellis for the back line. I don't think we need any more centre backs. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Southampton relegations. Right, and then Bournemouth, I can't lie, I'm looking a lot at Alex Scott because Alex Scott in the 10 next to Eze would be a good shout. But it would make sense to also pick up a striker or a Justin Kluivert or a Kirkes at wing back. There's a lot of options at Bournemouth. This is what I was saying. This is why I was happy to see Bournemouth go down. But yeah, maybe go with Unal potentially to play up front because I don't know, our strike force wasn't the greatest. But I'm going to go through all the options and I'll let you guys know exactly what's going on because it's going to take a little while, man. Man need to actually think about what we need for this squad. Signing number 1 from Leicester City, we have picked up El Khanous. I think it will make sense for him to play in that number 10 role and he could play wing back if we needed, but I'm going to play him in the 10 alongside Eze as more of a creative player, whilst Eze becomes more of that attacking midfielder who still gets goals and assists for us. And it was time to sort out that left wing back issue. Obviously, because we're playing a defensive wing back, Tyreek Mitchell ain't the greatest option. So Milos Kirkes will be joining us from Bournemouth, and I think he's going to do very, very well for us. And our last signing, I said the wing backs were probably the issue with the system right now. We have brought in Kyle Walker-Peters, who can also play both sides. I think he'll be a good enough player for us, helping out with the wing back role and obviously attacking outlets, being able to tackle, defend, cross, and all of that good stuff. So let's see what the new team looks like. Right, and this is what our new 11 looks like. Kyle Walker-Peters has not learned how to play as a right wing back, so we'll go training and teach him to do that ever so quickly. Defensive wing back, or defensive winger, sorry. And I won't lie, I think we're gonna have to tweak the formation a bit. So Adam Wharton, we're gonna change this role back to a DM on defend, and we're gonna tell him to hold position and mark tighter, same thing. Then this number 10 role right here for El Khanous, we're gonna change him to an advanced playmaker on support, so he kind of drops in to help here. So that's kind of the thought process. Our 3 new signings are here. We'll see exactly what they can do, how they will perform. I'm expecting a lot bigger things from them. I am hoping that we can somehow push into hopefully European football, man. It would be nice. We were very far off it with 17 losses, 9 draws, and 12 wins this season. The only thing is that we're gonna need a striker to actually score goals for us, man, because it's not been the greatest in terms of Eddie Nketiah's goal numbers. He ended up getting 10 goals in the Premier League after playing 37 games, which is not the best. So yeah, I'm hoping a team who gets relegated next year, we can actually pick up a striker because yeah, our striking options are not the greatest. Obviously, Mateo in real life is good. on FM, it doesn't really replicate the same way. It's basically saying he's a championship player in Football Manager. And Eddie and Nketiah, they are saying that he is just a decent Premier League player. So we need to improve on that. Ipswich did survive. I would have liked them to go down because I would have been able to scoop up Liam Delap, a young English striker. Or even if West Ham went down, that would have been good as well. We could have actually taken from Bournemouth Evan Nilsson, but the only thing with Evan Nilsson, where is he? Let me show you guys. Evan Nilsson is actually injury prone, so I thought no point risking that to end up getting the same thing, especially when he scored 10 goals in 37 games as well. So similar to Eddie and Nketiah. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. But yeah, that's our new team. But yes, this is our new team for now. Obviously, Adam Wharton hasn't really developed really and truly as that deep line playmaker role. So I've gone back to basics. We could actually play Adam Wharton in the 10 because he could play there as well. So that might not be the worst shout, especially on support because he'll drop in, kind of do what he does anyway. We're more so going for the Decore and Lerma double pivot. That is my thought process. But obviously, these guys keep getting injured, so we'll just see what happens, man. Let's get over to the next season. And before we start, obviously, I'll show you guys what's going on. Obviously, the back line's good. We are not selling anyone. I cannot afford to sell anyone. Eze's wanted by Spurs and Tottenham. I will be rejecting those bids. And don't forget, guys, if you want this amazing tactic, then head over to my Patreon where you can download it right now because this tactic clearly is cooking. Right, and we are back after getting through the whole of pre-season. And let me show you guys exactly what's been going on in the pre-season. We ended up only losing one game in the pre-season, and that was to St. Pauli away from home. After Kirk has got a red card, then they scored 3 goals. But aside from that, it's just been straight W's, which is great form going into a new season. Leeds have been promoted. Middlesbrough have been promoted. Burnley have been promoted. So we'll see what happens in terms of teams getting relegated. We're gonna go from start of the season all the way till January, and we'll update you in Jan to see what's going on instead of actually all the little stop starts. And yeah, man, hopefully we can get a trophy. We're facing Brighton straight away in the Carabao Cup. So hopefully we can do something this season in terms of Carabao or FA Cup. But I can't lie, we're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. Team looks decent. We've gone back to the attacking midfielder and with double DM on support. Kyle Walker-Peters ain't been that great. Kirkus has been very good in preseason so far. And yeah, we'll just see what happens, man. Our defense is obviously very good, so I'm happy with defense and the midfield. But then, yeah, it's just more about the attack, really and truly. Matea's been decent, so we'll keep going with Matea for now. And K off the bench and whatnot. But yeah, guys, let's get into season number 2 in this Crystal Palace rebuild. Hey! The start to season 2 has been perfecto, guys. Obviously, we got knocked out. Brighton, I can't lie, Brighton's looking like the bogey team at the moment, but who cares about them? We're currently sitting 6th in the Premier League, 7 wins, 9 draws, so a hell of a lot of draws, and only 3 losses, which is very good. Keeping up with Arsenal, keeping up with Tottenham, Man United, and all of these guys in terms of the draws. It looks like we should be on the road to hopefully get in European football. That'll be perfect. Eze still doing what he does in terms of being our top goal scorer, but that doesn't matter. Dean Hendo still picking up those clean sheets because that back line is solid as hell. Pause if necessary. And then, yeah, man, in terms of goals, obviously, Eze, we've been rocking with Eddie and Nketiah up front. Him and El Khanous kind of not really getting the best partnership. We still obviously want to sign a striker if we can. Mark Gay's been suspended, but Kyle Walker-Peters is injured at the moment, 3 to 4 weeks. But it's fine. Decore and Wharton have been a good double pivot for us, and they're building their partnership. Kirk's doing exactly what he does. He's having a good season so far with 4 assists and 1 goal, man. But yeah, we're not complaining. Hopefully, we will be getting European football this season. It might not be in that FA Cup, but hopefully in the league. We're just going to try to improve on the league performance. Leeds are looking like they're going down. The West Ham too, and Wolves, they do have some good players, so that would be nice. Potentially bringing in a striker from one of these teams. Hopefully Cunha is there. Cunha's still there, so bringing in Cunha to either play in the 10 or up front would be a great move. So I hope they get relegated. In terms of the West Hammers, let's have a look. Eddie Howe's now manager as well. I did not notice that, but Probably looking at a midfielder really and truly to partner up with Decore because he's been doing well. And then in terms of Leeds United, I'm not really too sure about their team. Realistically, I don't think we're going to get anyone that we really want for our starting 11. It might be a Willy Nonto situation. And that's probably it in terms of that team. Yeah. But anyways, guys, we're going to carry on playing until the end of the season. Oh, let me show you guys the form actually. So yeah, obviously form start was very good. Then we got a couple losses. Then we picked up form again, losing to Man City away, and that was it. But just unbeaten for a very long time. Lost to Arsenal away, and then we've been unbeaten. A hell of a lot of draws, but at least we're changing those losses from last season into draws now. So we'll take that and move. But yeah, end of the season, we'll see what goes on. We're facing Brighton again. I swear this is probably the exact same schedule as last time, almost. We're facing Brighton on the last day. Anyways, we'll get into it, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. And what a season, guys. Crystal Palace finished in 6th place. Eze picking up 17 Premier League goals, 8 man of the matches, and yeah, he's been on fire. In terms of assists, we have Eze with 10 as well. He's been our best player, man. Ismail Assar as well picks up 8, and Milos Kerkez picks up 8 as well, so he was definitely a good signing. But there's even better news, guys, because we are in the FA Cup final where we'll be facing West Ham. So we'll actually be playing that one in this video. But let me show you guys the route to the final. Semi-final, we face Southampton. Extra time, we ended up slapping them 7-2 after, yeah, just a mad amount of goals going in after the extra time. Anyways, before that, we then faced, I think it was Spurs in the quarterfinal. We beat Spurs. 5th round, we faced Burnley. 4th round, we faced Millwall. So decent run to the final. We'll take it and really move. Obviously, it would be nice to pick up our first trophy with Crystal Palace. And obviously, we will get Europa League football for sure if we win this. So yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, let's see what's going on in terms of some of the players' attributes and the ratings and stuff like that. So yeah, man, El Khanous has been good for us, man. He's been a decent signing, I would say. Not the best of the best, but definitely good for what we needed. 9 goals, 3 assists. In terms of Milos Kerkez, we saw he had 8 assists. He also picked up 2 goals, 36 games played, so barely got injured this season. Then we had Kyle Walker-Peters, who definitely improved as the season went on, and he picked up 2 goals and got 5 assists for us there. So in terms of the team right now, I think we are looking for a midfielder and probably a striker if possible. Although Nketiah started playing a lot better, you can see he improved now from decent to a good player in the Premier League. He did actually improve this season. 15 goals, 2 assists this season. So much better than last year. But I feel like we can still improve. The only thing is that the teams that got relegated, I'm not really too sure what we are looking for. Fulham, Ipswich, and Burnley. I don't really know what I want from these players. But I probably will just have to go over Liam Delap, really and truly. I think it would make the most sense in terms of a signing there. Or Amari Hutchinson, he might not be the worst shout either. But yeah, I think probably Liam Delap in terms of signings from Ipswich. Ooh, to be fair, Calvin Phillips. Not the worst shout to partner up with Decore, actually. I'll have a look anyways. But in terms of the other teams, we have Fulham, who've been relegated. Vieira's now the manager over there. And we could bring back Joachim Andersen, which should be a smart move, because another defender just makes sense to have. But the fact Richarlison on loan, I would have liked the striker. Emil Smith-Rowe is another good number 10 who could help with Eze and El Khanous. Robinson's another good wing back as well. So there's a lot of options in the Fulham side, even with the bench. We even looked there, Sessegnon, Sander Berg, Calvin Bassey. A lot of decent players in there, so we'll have a look there. And now Burnley. Yeah, Burnley, I'm not really sure who they've got for me, if I'm being honest with you. The only player I think makes the most sense is Marcus Edwards quickly as well. He could be in that team. Eddie Salcido, like Manny's favourite player. I mean, that's probably it, really and truly. But we'll go through it. Hannibal's there as well. Yeah, I'm not really convinced by Burnley's side. We'll have a look towards the end of the season. But we're gonna simulate to the final, get to the final, and then play the final, because I think you guys deserve to see us play our first final and hopefully pick up our first bit of silverware. So 2 seconds whilst we get that ready. Right, let's go. And we're in the final, guys. Let's see if the boys can sort it out and pick up our first trophy and secure that European spot. He's dictating the game there. El Canoes finds Kyle Walker-Peters. Kyle Walker-Peters. Oh, unlucky, son. Damn, and we just received a very bad injury. Kyle Walker-Peters is injured. We could go Ismail Assar on the wing back, or we could go Daniel Munoz. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go Danny Munoz. Right, Eddie Nketiah is stinking up the place on the 6.2. I'm bringing on JPM, John Philippe Mateta. Eze is injured, but he wants to carry on. I'm not gonna take him off. Danny Munoz has not done nothing on that right-hand side, but I am actually gonna take him off. I know it's mad, I've just brought him on, but I will take him off, bro. I'll put on Ismail Assar as probably a wide playmaker, because he should be able to do something down that side as a wide playmaker. On support, and I think that'll be it in terms of substitutions. Everyone else has been okay so far. Leave it like that. Come on, forward. Okay, Ismail Assar finds El Canoes. El Canoes with the win. Yes, Ismail Assar finds El Canoes. 1-0 Crystal Palace. Final highlight of the game, and it is done. We dominated in performance and we won the FA Cup, and that's our first trophy in the bag. European football secured, and I feel like we've almost completed this rebuild already, because we've taken Palace from mediocrity to European competitions and winning an FA Cup, which they could do this year, but we'll take that, man. 1-0, final kick of the game. El Canoes, the boy who just came in from a relegated side. And it looks like that if you get players from a relegated team, they can actually do well and improve your side. So I'm happy with that. Well done, great performance. Issues with Kyle Walker-Peters getting injured, but it's not in the world. And don't forget, guys, if you want this amazing tactic, then head over to my Patreon where you can download it right now, because this tactic clearly is cooking. Crystal Palace win the FA Cup. We will take that. Kyle Walker-Peters is out for 5 weeks, end of the season, so who cares? And yeah, Eze's not out for too long. Well done, El Canoes as well. Top signing. We'll take that. Great performance from you. And we qualify for Europa League. I mean, the thing is, we still got 43 million from last season's transfer budget, but we're not allowed to spend the money. We're only signing relegated players. And now I'm gonna go through these teams, and I'm gonna show you guys who I will be signing to help improve the team for our third and final season with Crystal Palace, to see how they do in European football. Let's go. Signing number 1 from relegated side Burnley has to be Marcus Edwards. He can play wing back on both sides, and he can also play in the 10 roles. So I think it just makes sense to have him as experience, as a player who's played in European football before. We'll be able to bring him off the bench in Europe, start him in the Prem, and I don't think the level of the team will drop too much. So I think it's smart to bring in another number 10. And from relegated side Fulham, we brought back Joachim Andersen. Once again, it just makes sense to have another centre-back. I know our backline's very, very good, but I'm just thinking, especially playing in Europe, we're going to need to rotate in the league to still do well in the league. So Joachim Andersen makes perfect sense to me, as he can play all 3 of the backline roles, and he's got a strong left foot as well, so he can play on that left-hand side as well. And for the final signing, similar again, we're bringing in a great player, Liam Delap. He was actually wanted by Bayern Munich. Once I saw that, I said, yep, decision made. Bring me in this striker. He will be a backup for Eddie Nketiah, or start, depending on the game, 6'1" as well. Nice to have that option. Worst comes to worst, if we're going for a game, we can throw him on the pitch and actually have 2 strikers on the pitch as well. So I think it makes sense to bring in Liam Delap. And honestly, I don't know who else I really could have brought from those other teams. Do let me know in the comments who you think I should have actually signed, but yeah, I'm happy with what I've done. And this is what the team looks like. If I'm being honest, I don't think there'll be much changes in terms of the bench and whatnot. These players are more squad roles, but can play in the starting 11. I think it's just smart to have these players as options. I would have loved to bring in a midfielder, but yeah, no one was really hitting when I was looking at it, so I just left them alone. I did also think about, in terms of Fulham, I was thinking about bringing in Emil Smith-Rowe to play in the number 10, and he can play in the midfield a bit and on the wing backs. But I thought it made more sense to bring in Marcus Edwards and bring in a centre back from Fulham in comparison to Emil Smith-Rowe. But yeah, we're gonna simulate into the next season, and yeah, I'll let you guys know what the plans are. Hopefully for the season, I'm not selling any player. I've rejected every single bid. Kirkis is wanted by Aston Villa. He'll be going nowhere. And Kate is now wanted by West Ham. He'll be going nowhere. And all of these guys will be going nowhere. But he's unhappy because we're lacking. I don't give a toss what you think, mate. Well, to be fair, we actually ain't got another goalkeeper. But it doesn't really matter, mate. That means we probably should have taken Leno now that I've seen that. This goalkeeper, spooky. Oh, well, transfer has been done. Let's go, man. Start of season 3. And here we are with Crystal Palace. The board are still saying top half finish, so we can't complain about that. Anyways, Europa League, they're saying quarter-final minimum, which is kind of insane, but boy, we'll see what happens there. We absolutely got cooked by City in the FA Community Shield. But yeah, they're saying quarterfinals for all comps. I'm not too sure about that. We'll see what happens there. Anyways, we lost 3-0 to City in the Community Shield. So yeah, that was not the best of days, but yeah, man. Form has been pretty decent. We faced Dortmund, which kind of lets us know our level's not really at that point where we can be going for the European competition. So we'll see what happens there. But this is what the start of the season looks like going forward. At least the schedule has changed. Leicester are back in the Premier League. Who else came back up? Middlesbrough stayed. Luton are back up, I believe. And I've not got the greatest memory. So Birmingham City got promoted, meaning they got promoted from League One and then got promoted from Championship. So yeah, there you go. Right, let's get into the season, see how this goes, and we'll reconvene in January, around January the 1st, to see kind of how it's gone, see who we're facing in the FA Cup, see if we're hopefully going for another European spot this season and doing well in the Europa League as well. Right, and midway through the season, we are doing spectacular, guys. We ended up reaching the quarterfinal in the Carabao, so that meets the board expectations. We have got Bolton in the FA Cup. We are in 6th place in Europa League with 2 games left to play. And in the Premier League, we sit in 5th place. 6 points off Arsenal, we're top of the Prem. We've only lost 4 games this season, so we're doing pretty decent. The only thing I would say is our top goal scorer at the moment is Kyle Walker-Peters, which is very strange, but listen, the wing backs do well in the system, so we'll take the 9 goals, and Eze still picking up his goals on 8 goals this season. And he does also have 5 assists, as well as El Canus and Decore as well. So we're doing decent, I can't lie. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Liam Delap and these players, they're not really getting the match time they would probably want. But listen, I told you guys already, it's more of a squad game. We are starting with the best team, which I think is probably this. And then when we want, we kind of make some substitutions. I'm resting them in between every single game, as you can see. So as soon as they play the game, they're rested and they're going into the next game ready to play again. So yeah, it's been decent though, man. I can't lie, we can't complain with the form at the moment. We made sure we renewed Eze's deal, so he is going nowhere. And yeah, that's really it. Obviously, we're gonna go into the next games of the season. We lost to City on penalties on the FA Cup. Community Shield. It would have been nice to get to a final in that, but oi, we have to beat Stade Rennais and also beat Slavia Prague to get into Europa League and see what we can do there. And you never know, because the way the form's looking at the moment and the table, we could find ourselves in a title race. Personally, I don't think that will happen, but listen, you never know, man. All we gotta do is keep picking up results and we'll see what happens, but let's carry on playing, man. Yeah, guys, it's pretty dark right now, man. Mark Gahey to Real Madrid. There we land, bro. Nothing I could have done about it, guys. Trigger release clause because of the contract situation. He's gone, bro. Yeah, I can't lie. This kind of makes it a bit difficult now. Obviously, I'm happy that we brought in Anderson, which obviously will help, and yeah, is a good enough replacement for Mark Gahey. Let's be honest, they were a good partnership. So it makes sense that we brought that in, but yeah, that's dark, man. It's dark, man. Right, guys, quick update. I had to just stop here, just start recording and show you guys. We're currently sitting 10th in the Premier League. Cool. Probably not the best, probably expected better, whatever. 10th, 15 wins, 7 draws, 10 losses, 8 goal difference. I mean, we could realistically still push into that 7th place, but it's not the end of the world in my opinion. Right, but for the great news, guys. Europa League semi-final for Crystal Palace, where we'll be facing Hoffenheim. Atalanta will be facing Rangers. So, bruv, we might be doing a mad thing in our first ever season in European football and our 3rd season in this rebuild. So this would be nice. Dean Hendo still keeping those clean sheets. Obviously, life without Mark Gay hasn't been the best, but you know, it's still working. Joachim Andersen was a great replacement for him, so we're not really complaining, but just obviously would have preferred to do better. Liam Delap's not really playing that many minutes, if I'm being honest. He's not really happy with his time, but like I said, guys, I'm doing anything to make sure we get that W, to make sure we are lifting a trophy, hopefully at the end of the season, and in some European competitions still. And yeah, and same with Marcus Edwards, still not really happy with the playing time he's getting, but listen, I can't complain. Off the bench, he's still performing, 1 goal, 3 assists, 7 average rating. So he's been decent, but yeah, guys, man. We're hoping that we can do something in Europe this season. That would be nice. We got knocked out in the 4th round of the FA Cup by West Ham. And obviously, you know what happened against Man City in Carabao and Community. So, fingers crossed, we can pick up a European trophy and that would be perfect. First leg versus Hoffenheim. We beat them 2-0 away from home. And then at home, we absolutely obliterated them. El Canoes, Eddie Nketiah and Abira Eze both picking up braces, man. Both, all 3 of them picking up braces, man. Guys, the first time in the Europa League going to a European final, guys. So I'm going to play until we get to that final. And then we'll see if Palace can pick up a Europa League title. That'll be mad. Right, we've got 1 game left to play of the Premier League. But the Europa League is before that game. We are currently sitting in 8th, so we need to realistically get into that 7th spot to actually secure ourselves Europa League or whatever for next season. Obviously, if we win the Europa League, then we get Champions League football, which would be absolutely insane. But I'll show you guys what's going on at the moment. Eze currently on 19 Premier League goals. I can't lie, Eze's been different level in this save, man. 19 Premier League goals, and we got Eddie Nketiah picking up 14 Premier League goals. We're on Kyle Walker-Peters now on 11. In terms of assists, El Canoes picking up 11 assists, Eze on 8, so no double digits for him this season, unless he does a mad thing in the last game. And then player of the match is Eddie Nketiah with 4. So yeah, the front line's been doing decent. Liverpool's already won the league. All we need to do is try and break ourselves into that 7th place. We've got to pray on City to lose. But yeah, we've got a big game to play right now. We'll see exactly what's going on. Form has been very good leading up to this. Loss against Middlesbrough away from home and loss against City away from home. But aside from that, we've been picking up wins wherever possible, which has been good. Obviously, 4-1, Eddie Nketiah picks up 2 there. And then 4-2, and then Nketiah picks up a hat-trick as well. So a bit of stat padding from him recently. But listen, we can't complain. At least he's in the goals. Average ratings right now, El Canoes on an 8.4 in the last 5 games. Eze on an 8.26 and Eddie Nketiah on a 7.85. We've been doing well, man. I'm very happy with the team at the moment. The fact that we're scoring this many goals and doing this well whilst just taking players from relegated sides is very funny, but it's time for a big final, guys. Let's get into it. Right, the perfect way to wrap up this season, a Europa League final. Let's go. I'm not changing the side. It's the team that got me here. I don't care if guys need to rest. You are playing. Right, and this is what Atalanta's side's looking at right now. The only thing I can say I'm happy about is Ademola Lookman's either not there or injured. So he will not be dunking us on the Europa League final because you know what he done last year. Right, let's go though, man. Boys, go out there, go perform, go fight for the badge and go do something to write yourselves in Crystal Palace history. Let's get into it right now, man. Right, guys, here we are. Let's go. Corey, Kyle Walker-Peters, El Canoes. Eddie Nketiah, tapping. Played, boys, man. Okay, Canoes, Kyle Walker-Peters, El Canoes. They're not getting out of this press. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Ah, No. Yo, we just got life. Right, half time, 74% of the ball. We are dominating Atalanta. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Shots on target, they've had none whatsoever, but all that don't matter because all it takes is one chance. They score and then we're done, literally. So I think I'll make some subs potentially. El Canus looks very tired. So does Decore. So I might just take off El Canus now and bring on Marcus Edwards. I know he's apprehensive in that, but man don't care about all that. Or is it Ismail Assar situation? It might be a Assar thing, you know. He does look motivated as well. But nah, the technical level of Marcus Edwards, we're gonna go Marcus Edwards. I'm gonna trust him, you know. NK, you got about 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'm bringing on Liam Delap. Right, good. We get an instant highlight in their half, meaning it should be ours, hopefully. Winners, Anderson, thank you. Look at that, man. I were all over Atalanta at the moment, man. Adam Wharton finds Decore. Finds Nketiah to Marcus Edwards, and that is what you call substitutions, guys. I told you the technical levels why I brought Marcus Edwards, and bang, he scores straight after coming on the pitch. Nketiah with the assist, Edwards with the finish, top bins, finesse that, take that out of the net keeper. Crystal Palace on the way to a Champions League, on the way to Europa League, lifting of the trophy. Let's go. And we've done it. Oh my God, it's not done yet. Marcus Edwards whips it in. Bang. And there you go. Marcus Edwards, goal and assist. What a substitution. Maybe I should have started him a bit more. But hey, I'm not complaining about that. 2-0 to the Crystal Palace. Perfect way to end the season. Crystal Palace now in the Champions League and win a European competition, winning Europa League. Beautiful ending, man. Honestly, I'm very happy with this rebuild. Europa League Player of the Season goes to Abira Eze. What a player, man. He had a great campaign, I can't lie. Shout out to Eze. He had a great save for us, genuinely. If we're being honest, he was top tier. In Europa League, boom, top goal scorer. He ended up getting 9 goals and he picked up 9 assists. Eze's numbers were ridiculous in the save. In the Premier League, he obviously picked up top goal scorer for us, I believe, as well, with 21 goals. Joint top goal scorer with Erling Haaland, whilst picking up 8 assists, man. Eze had a great season, man. In terms of the rest of the competitions, we can see he scored 1 in the FA Cup and he scored probably 1 in Carabao Cup as well. We don't care about that, man. But top campaign for Abira Eze. 31 goals and 18 assists in all comps, meaning he picked up 49 goals and assists in 55 matches. I know a lot of teams are coming knocking. 28 years old, he is in the peak of his powers right now. And the way it's looking, he's only going to keep getting better. Shout out to the boy Eddie Nketiah as well. He picked up 24 goals and 8 assists in this campaign. And then where's El Canus? El Canus, 56 games played, 16 goals, 15 assists. Decore with 10 assists. Listen, man, the team done very, very well, man. Let's be honest, man. But Eze carried. And then, yeah, if we're looking at the job history, we finished 10th in our first season. We then finished 6th, getting Europa League and also winning the FA Cup. We then finished 8th next year and we picked up a Europa League and will be in the Champions League next season with Crystal Palace. The teams that got relegated this year were Leeds, Luton Town and Middlesbrough. I'm not really expecting much from them players. But yes, guys, that has been the end of the YouTube video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this rebuild. If you'd like me to continue the rebuild, then let me know in the comments. And if the comment gets 50 likes, I'll do the part 2 rebuild to see how Crystal Palace can do in the Champions League. Do make sure to leave a like. Make sure you subscribe on the road to 25,000. And also comment. Let me know what other teams you want to see me do a challenge rebuild with. But make sure you're checking out this video where I rate some of you guys' insane Football Manager saves. You may as well click it right now.